Powered by SSVEC, we welcome you to Semifinal Monday. It is one of the oldest rivalries in the entire country, Bisbee versus Douglas, and it happens tonight. Get a shot of this team, John. Look at this team getting pumped up. It is the Bisbee team. They are the home team tonight for the award-winning Cool FM Sports here at the Majors All-Star Semifinal. Bisbee takes the field, and we welcome you to Stone Field 1 here in Sierra Vista, Arizona. So glad you're joining us on the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Jeff Davenport alongside Gunnar Voss. John Berger is on our cameras, and he will be doing the switching back and forth and showing you the best angles that you will ever see for this game tonight. It is powered by SSVEC and brought to you by our fantastic sponsors, Desert RV in Huachuca City, BEREAN Academy in Sierra Vista, Stan Greer Millworks, the MORSE Automotive Group, American Southwest Credit Union, TWN Communications, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC of Sierra Vista, Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, Seniors Helping Seniors, the Doggo Lotto, Duran Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel Team at Long Realty, Eagle Plumbing, Copper Queen Community Hospital, Grasshopper Landscape, La Sierra Grill Steakhouse in Hereford, Aloe Fiber, Sierra Toyota, Vinny's Pizza, and Sonic on East Fry Boulevard. We'll talk more about our sponsors as this game goes along. On the mound for Bisbee, the home team, is Javier Lopez, number 6, who will be pitching. The rest of that battery, Giovanni Garciano, the catcher. So these 10, 11, and 12-year-olds, we're excited to see what they have to bring. Gunnar, we watched Douglas and have seen Douglas do damage at all levels in this game. Gunnar Voss, my friend, my broadcast partner this evening, what are we going to expect from this game? Both of these teams have one loss in the tournament. The winner moves on, the loser goes home.
So I've watched, I don't know if it's this specific team, I'm pretty sure I've watched each one of the age levels play, and Douglas is just a dominant team. We saw them throw a no-hitter, and then right after that, they mercy ruled Sierra Vista. And Sierra Vista is a pretty good team. I've seen their players, and they just weren't having a good night against Douglas. Douglas just brought it to them, and they had nothing to respond with. So I definitely think Douglas is going to come out swinging, and they're going to show what they got.
Well, they've been doing it at all levels, and we'll see if they can do it tonight. Fabian Valenzuela, the shortstop, number 5, will lead off for this Douglas team tonight. Stonefield 1, this trip to the finals to face Mount Graham is on the line, and we are underway. The first pitch is high from Javier, ball 1. The wind is blowing across the field, kind of in our faces here on third base. We're right behind third base. And that is popped up on the right side. The second baseman makes the catch. 2 pitches, 1 out. They throw around the horn, and there's 1 down here in the top of the first.
Just a calm fly ball to get the first out of the game and, settle it down.
Zarik Garcia up next. He is the catcher for this Douglas team. Oh, 0-1 counts. And now 0-2. Good control by Javier thus far with 4 pitches. Only 1 of them a ball. And swing and a miss on the high fastball. Strike 3. 2 up, 2 down. Damian Bustamante coming up to the plate next, the center fielder for this Douglas team. Thank you so much to Cody Ethel back in the studio, giving you the graphics and the replays. John Berger setting up the multi-cam shot here. And that is foul to the backstop, or past the backstop. Bring it back, get a snack. We're going to be hearing that a lot tonight. I'm absolutely sure, and I'm absolutely sure that I might get hit by a pickleball, because I parked over by the pickleball courts. And I think my windshield would survive a pickleball. Not as certain about a Little League baseball. So I'll take my chances with the pickleballers.
Yeah, better to be safe than sorry.
0-1 count. And that is low and away. Ball one, evens the count with 2 down, nobody on here in the top of the first inning. Damian Bustamante at the plate for Douglas. If you're watching us from Douglas or Bisbee, make sure you leave some love in the live chat for your team. Let us know who you're rooting for. Say, go Douglas, go Bisbee in the comments section. A lot of chants coming from the Douglas dugout. And that goes inside, hits the corner on a beautiful fastball. Deuce is wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. And that goes up and out of play. We'll talk more about the different snacks that people can get for bringing it back and getting a snack. The snack shack here at the Stonefield one is open. So if you haven't had dinner yet, by all means, come on down. Watch some Little League semifinal all-star baseball. And that is a rope into left center field. One hop to the fence. Javier rounds first and goes up standing into second base. A stand-up 2-out double by Javier. Puts a runner in scoring position with 2 down. And the cleanup hitter, Jace Alvarez, the third baseman, coming to the plate. And home run hitter chance. No, I'm sorry, this is Elvin Santiago at the plate. I'm looking at 2 different lineups with very different names on them. So I'll go with the lineup that was handwritten, given to the scorers table. That is fouled out of play. Strike 2. Elvin Santiago, the first baseman, and the cleanup hitter. From the stretch. And that is popped up high to center field. Gets underneath it, makes the catch. So Douglas will leave 1 on, get none across. A 2-out double, not able to make anything count more than that. 14 pitches by Bisbee in the top of the first. We'll see how their bats respond in the bottom of the first. In this semifinal game, the winner moves on to face Mount Grant tomorrow night. Will it be Bisbee? Will it be Douglas? Either way, we're glad you're joining us. Powered by SSVEC and brought to you by Desert RV in Huachuca City, aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Go to desertrvcenter.com for more information. Thank you to BEREAN Academy in Sierra Vista. You're going to be seeing some interviews with the principal and vice principal at BEREAN Academy very soon on Cool FM Live. Learn more about them when you see those interviews. They are a proud supporter of our local sports where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage, all at BEREAN Academy of Sierra Vista. Thank you to Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows with a distinguished history spanning over 4 decades. They've got an office in Tucson if you're watching us from that neck of the woods, but of course we in Cochise County are familiar with their location on South Highway 92 in Hereford. You can pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. Learn more at stangreermillworks.com. Thank you to the MORSE Automotive Group in Sierra Vista. All of Cochise County is backed by MORSE. John and I will be at the MORSE Ford store tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. for you to have a chance to win a $50 Visa gift card just by leaving a comment. So set your watch Set your timer, set your calendar alert for 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning to tune in to Cool FM Live for your chance to win that $50 gift card and be able to see whatever amazing vehicle that they decide to show us during our test drive with them at the MORSE Automotive Group, the Ford store, Ford Kia, on the corner of Fry Boulevard and the Highway 90 bypass. Thank you to American Southwest Credit Union. They're fired up to cheer on our hometown athletes, and they know that youth sports builds character and the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud at ASCU. Your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. We start the bottom half of this first inning with Daniel Mendez. Leading off for Bisbee. He pops it up on the first pitch. All the infield comes in to make the catch, and it's the shortstop who pulls it down. And let's talk about this pitcher from Douglas. It's Harlan Valenzuela.
The first game that we commentated with Douglas, he pitched, and he had a very dominant outing.
Now, was it dominant because of his control or dominant because he was able to get a lot of ground outs or pop fly outs?
I would say both, honestly. He was putting balls in the strike zone, but he was letting his defense work and putting it in spots where his defense could work and just make plays. And you have to make opportunities for other people. It's a team sport.
That pitch goes high after a strike, so it's 2 balls, 1 strike. To Waylon Mortensen at the plate. Gets a piece of it right back to the pitcher who underhands it over to first base. Beautiful scoop, catch, toss, 2 down. Javier Lopez in the 3 slot here this evening. Under the Monday night lights here at Stonefield 1. Excited to bring you this semifinal game. The winner goes on to face Mount Graham. Harlan with a breaking pitch on the first pitch to Javier. Of course, Javier is the pitcher for the Bisbee team. Pitcher versus pitcher who will come out on top in this battle in the first inning. That pitch goes high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, we're gonna have to get a shot of that harvest moon coming up. That pitch goes inside to Lopez, 2 balls, 1 strike. If you wanna, swing that camera around and take a look at the harvest moon that's coming up. I see a bad moon rising. That is an awesome shot of the moon right there. Javier gets a piece of it, goes foul off the Douglas dugout fence. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Harlan with the windup in the pitch. And that breaking pitch is a called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. The side is retired. And Douglas will come to the plate again in the top of the second. And we want to thank TWN Communications for delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. You can stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Thank you to Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC of Sierra Vista, pioneering that visionary approach of customer-centric service. You can find them online at prestigesierravista.com. Oh, it feels nice right now. According to the iWatch, it's 80 degrees, but it feels really nice with that breeze coming through here. But if you want to have that perfect 72 degrees at your home, at your office, you need Vista Pros Heating and Cooling. Proud supporters of our local athletes and the community we call home. Vista Pros, local, reliable, professional. Thank you to Seniors Helping Seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves who show up ready to exceed expectations. Find them online at Southern Arizona, shs.com, or call the number that's in the post description. Thank you to the Doggo Lotto that was live earlier tonight. No jackpot winner, but there was a second prize winner this evening. The Doggo Lotto is the world's #1 shelter dog game show emanating from the Nancy J. Brew Animal Care Center on Highway 90 in Sierra Vista. And you can pick your lucky numbers for free. There was $150 at stake today. It's going to be $200 1 week from today. So fetch your lucky numbers at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto and watch the show every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time, with over $3,500 in cash and prizes given out to people just for watching and just for fetching their numbers and picking numbers and watching the dogs pick the numbers. It is the most adorable way to hopefully help get these dogs adopted, and you need to check out Doggo Lotto. Thank you to Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for over 10 years, but with a lifetime of experience in the industry. They are a proud supporter of our local sports programs and athletes. At the plate for Douglas is number 4, Saul Higuera. And he gets a high fly ball to center field. And he is a magnet. It's like the center fielder for Bisbee didn't even have to move. And there is one down here in the top of the second. And now, Harlan Valenzuela, the pitcher for Douglas, will step into the batter's box for his first at-bat in this game. Number 2 here in the top of the second. Boy, that pitch right at the knees, called strike. Javier Lopez doing a great job on the mound for the Bisbee team. That is a line drive shot and will go into left field. A one-out single for Harlan Valenzuela. Puts a runner on for Douglas here in the top of the second. And we'll bring up Caleb Garcia, the designated hitter. So we'll see what this Douglas Majors team can do here in this semifinal game with a runner on and one out. Caleb takes ball 1. Really nice having this game start the time that it needed to. About 10 minutes late, but that's all right. That pitch goes inside, ball 2. Harlan holding on first. And Caleb at the plate. The pitch from Javier goes low and gets past the catcher. Harlan will advance to second. And a 3-0 count. A little control issue starting with Javier. Haven't seen that this evening in his 22nd pitch forthcoming. And that is a called strike. Got to take 3-0 all the way, right, Gunnar?
Yep. Unless you get the green light, there's no reason to not take it.
So runner in scoring position for Douglas. 3-1 count. Hitter's pitch coming. And that will go high for ball 4. Runners on first and second. One down here in the top of the second. Damian Pena, the left fielder, comes to the plate. I always want to call them the Douglas Bulldogs and the Bisbee Pumas. These are future Bulldogs and future Pumas. And the future looks bright for both of these high school franchises. That's a high fly ball into center field. Center fielder shades to the right side, and that ball will bounce over the head of third base. They'll throw home and get him at home. They're called out at home, but a great heads-up play by Caleb gets him on third. What did you see on that play, Gunnar? Was that the right call to send the base runner home?
Honestly, I think it would have been the right call if the ball didn't bounce directly off the fence, right into his grasp. But
how can you tell that? How do you know in that moment?
You don't. It's really just a lottery there, like the Doggo Lotto. You know, you have a chance, you don't have a chance. It really just depends. But right there, early in the game with nothing to gain, nothing to lose, or plenty to gain, nothing to lose, I would take that. I would take that chance to just send him home and see what happens.
Well, and that is a risk you have to take in a low-scoring game, and that was the third out because of the fly ball out to center field, which was the second out, and then throwing out the runner at home. A great play by the Bisbee third baseman, gunning down the runner. And now we'll head to the bottom of the second and watch the Bisbee Bats go back to work. They went 1-2-3 in the top of the first. They'll look to get some base runners on here in the bottom of the second. In a game powered by SSVEC and brought to you by the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support these young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home or land, make your first call to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Her number is in the post description. Excuse me. Thank you to Eagle Plumbing, the Bausinger family, providing expert service in Cochise County for over 5 decades. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporter of local sports and proud supporter of the Doggo Lotto, as Eagle Plumbing had a fantastic doggy double number that was called today. And they did have an extra gift in the jackpot if there was going to be a jackpot winner, which there was not in today's Doggo Lotto. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it yet. It aired 2 hours ago. What's wrong with you? You should be watching Cool FM all the time, especially the things that I'm in. No, that's okay. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital with locations in Bisbee, in Douglas, and on South Highway 92 in Hereford, Palominas. Make an appointment with one of their medical providers today. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping. We love our Trejo family. The Trejo family and team at Grasshopper Landscaping, always doing the best for your yard and for your pool. Remember, the tree doctor is also the pool doctor, and you can have your pool maintained by Grasshopper Landscaping. Summertime is swimming time. Keep that pool clean all summer long with Grasshopper Landscaping. It's the bottom of the second, 0-0 game. Excuse me. Dust kicking up as the breeze is blowing right in my face. Jace Alvarez, the cleanup hitter, steps into the batter's box and watches ball one go low and away. Jace is that third baseman who made that throw to the catcher to get the third out in that inning. The third baseman makes the catch for Douglas. 1 up, 1 down. Enrique Gonzalez will now come up to the batter's box. It's the bottom of the second. This looks like it's going to be a pitcher's duel tonight. I mean, the defense is here to play. They know what's at stake. It is a trip to the finals. As they watch ball one go low and inside, does Enrique Gonzalez. And that is a shot into center field. So a 1-out single by Enrique Gonzalez. No more perfect game, no more no-hitter. We know it's going to be a challenging one tonight for both of these teams. And again, we're going to see the defenses step up. We saw a double play from the Douglas Miners team the other night. So we know that Douglas is ready to have their defense kick in as Roman Adame comes to the plate. That is popped up and landing just out of play. Bring it back, get a snack. What snacks can they get when they bring it back tonight, Gunner?
There's Sour Punch licorice in there. There's mints, Dum-Dums, I believe.
Would you call me? No.
I snagged a few Dum-Dums today, actually. I was snacking on them earlier.
Ball gets away from the catcher. So Enrique will advance. I'm sorry to interrupt you as we're talking about the snacks here. It's very important to consider what you want when you bring it back to get your snack. Oh, great job by the Douglas catcher. How on earth did he get up to make that play? Keeps the runner at second, 2-1 count. to Roman. That's going to be called a ball. So 3-1. Hitter's pitch coming to Adame. He gets a piece of it. That goes over to third. They throw over to first. It wasn't in time. It was. So they get the force at first, but Gonzalez was running toward the third baseman as he was making the play, stopped, and the third baseman went for the throw to first for the second out. Gunnar, that puts a runner 60 feet away. What is the risk of the third baseman making a play like that?
It's a big risk. You know, you really have to rely on your pitcher and your defense here. And I believe it's even shorter than 60. I think it's 40, 45.
As that ball goes into left field, what a catch! The third out, wrangled above his head. The left fielder, Damian Pena, snagged it down. And the pitch count sits at 20 for Harlan Valenzuela. You called it, Gunnar, right as we were talking about the defense. They make the play on a play that looked like it was going over his head. Boy, if just a little bit different angle or maybe a little extra breeze, that one might have been out of here.
Yeah, definitely. There's always an opportunity for more, and there's always an opportunity for difference. And honestly, it didn't play into their cards perfectly, but if you make a great play like that, anything's going to play into your cards.
Yeah, we're going to see the replay on that one. That is amazing. I think it's this pitch right here that we're watching. Oh, it was going to be the next pitch. Boy, that was a really close play at first base, by the way. Either way, this game presented by our good friends at La Sierra Grill Steakhouse in Hereford. Don't forget, I need to treat John to a lunch special. John and I need to go have lunch out there one of these days. Their lunch specials are Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Visit La Sierra Steakhouse. La Sierra Grill Steakhouse.net. It's where flavor lives. Thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan today. Now available in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Sierra Toyota, the presenting sponsor of the Doggo Lotto. Did you get the shot of that? You got the shot of that catch. Beautifully done.
Shout out to the cameraman.
John Berger on the camera. Yeah, we got to get a replay of that. Cody's going to be showing that replay for sure. Thank you to Sierra Toyota. Right now, they want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Thank you to Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista, feeding Sierra Vista with the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches for over 4.5 decades. Proud to support our live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live. Number 14, Luis Amaya, coming to the plate. Swing and a miss. Off the pitch by Javier Lopez for Bisbee. Bisbee wearing their red with the lettering outlined in gray, or filled in gray, I should say. Douglas wearing the Bulldog black and the orange numbers and lettering. 1-1 count. What a pitch. Behind on the fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That goes low to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The umpire has been calling low tonight, Gunnar. How do you need to make those adjustments? You have to make adjustments with what the umpire is calling as a batter, correct?
Yeah, as a batter, you just have to know the umpire's strike zone, and as a pitcher, it really just plays into your cards if you can direct the ball. Like, if I know the umpire has a outside strike zone, I would love to just paint it outside over and over and over.
And that's what they're doing tonight. We'll see what the umpire is calling. So it's a 3-2 count now on that ball 3. The payoff pitch popped up on the right side going foul, bouncing up against the foul pole, or the foul fence there. And we'll do it all over again at 3-2. That was the 30th pitch from Javier Lopez. So Douglas doing what they can to make the pitcher get as many pitches as possible. The 3-2. That's a high fly ball into left field, and it'll drop into left field. Get past the left fielder. They'll send Luis to second. And so the leadoff hitter here in the top of the third has a double. Leonel Cuevas will have his turn at the plate. And that is fouled to the backstop. So an 0-1 count to Cuevas. One ball, one strike. A lot of chatter from that Douglas dugout. That breaking pitch, my goodness. That had to be tough to resist.
Oh, yeah.
But a 2-1 count now. Leonel, runner in scoring position. Watches that pitch go high. He's got a hitter's pitch coming his way at 3-1 with no outs. Runner on second. Javier with the windup in the pitch. And that is driven down the line, just foul down the first base line. So back-to-back full counts is what we're seeing here tonight. To the two leadoff hitters, to the leadoff hitter and the second hitter in the top of the third. And ball four. What a patient at bat to put two on and no outs. Raul Estrada at the plate for Douglas. We'll see what the Bisbee defense can do. He shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and watches the strike get called. 0-1. Boy checks his swing. Not sure he wants that one back. Actually, he does want that one back. It's 0-2 to Estrada. Watches that one go low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 on. No outs. Top of the third. 0-0 game. So I think this could be one of those instances where either the floodgates open or 1 run could be the difference. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Great pitch by Javier Lopez. 1 down. Rene Rios, number 7. He is the bottom of the order for this Douglas team. Called strike on the breaking ball. Watching the control differences between the 8, 9, and 10-year-olds versus the 10, 11, 12-year-olds, it is a different ball game when you step up to each consecutive level. And these are the all-stars. These are the best of the best. Even on a swing and a miss, still the best of the best. It's 0-2. And after putting the first 2 base runners on, the next 2 are out via strikeout. There's 2 down, 2 on. Here in the top of the third, Douglas needs to make a mark. They're back to the top of the order with Fabian. at the plate. And he takes a shot into left field. They'll send the runner home. Luis will score. Leonel stands at third. And Fabian has an RBI double with 2 outs here in the top of the third. And that was on the first pitch swinging. He knew that was his to take advantage of, right, Gunnar?
Yes, that was definitely just a great hard hit ball down the line to send a runner in and put 2 more in scoring position. And it's just quality baseball.
Tariq Garcia at the plate. As Gunnar said, 2 in scoring position, looking to add to that 1-0 lead. The Douglas games that we've seen, we've watched Douglas take advantage of every scoring opportunity, making sure that there was no wasted motion. And what they're doing by having a lot of these full counts, they're adding to the pitch counts of Javier Lopez. That's a called strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 2 down. And a called strike. Deuces are wild. I've got my water. Thank you. John, do you want water?
You're welcome.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And that is rifled down the third base line. The run will score. And yeah, he's out of the base path and will be called out. But the run should count. Is that correct, Gunnar?
The runner reached home before the 3rd out was called, so I believe that that last run does count, putting it at 2-0 on the game.
It does. The scoreboard reflects it. It is 2-0 Douglas. The run absolutely came across before the base runner was out of the base paths and called out correctly by the umpire. How much leeway do you have? Is it maybe a yard either side? Is it 2 feet, 3 feet?
I think it's like 1 to 2 feet, and like if there's obstruction, like if you have to move around a runner, at that point, if you don't make contact, then you're out of the base path. But I'm pretty sure it's 1 to 2 feet of leeway on both sides.
Well, either way, whether it's 1 feet or 2 feet, Douglas got 2 runs across in the top of the third and has a 2-0 lead here as we head to the bottom of third in a game powered by SSVEC and brought to you by Sonic on East Fry Boulevard. Hey, they're going to be open after this game. Make sure you stop by and get a sweet treat from Sonic on East Fry Boulevard. Wednesday is Wacky Pack Wednesday. Kids' meals are $2.49. Thursdays are 99-cent corn dogs. Yum all around. Thank you to Jeff Rose and his team out of Desert RV in Huachuca City. They aim to build a community that far surpasses RVs, and they do it with style and grace and just an amazing community spirit there. Giving back through local youth sports sponsorships like what you're seeing now tonight because of Desert RV, we're able to bring you this broadcast. Giving back through veteran support, the things that they do with the Warrior Healing Center and other veteran organizations in our community, and giving back through community fundraising events for our first responders. They do it all at Desert RV. But if you are in the market for a fifth wheel travel trailer or RV, stop by Desert RV in Huachuca City or find them online at desertrvcenter.com. Thank you to BEREAN Academy in Sierra Vista. If you're looking for the best in athletics and academics, BEREAN Academy this fall, they have so many new programs that we talked about with their principal and vice principal. You'll be seeing those interviews being released on Cool FM Live, hopefully over the course of the next coming week. And you'll get to learn more about how BEREAN Academy is really making a difference. And they are where skill, strength, and skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. So we're in the bottom of the third. Bisbee is down 2-0. Aaron Flores, number 11, at the plate for the future Pumas. And now they got some chatter going on in their dugout. Ball one from the arm of Harlan Valenzuela, the pitcher for Douglas, his 21st pitch. They get a piece of it, gets right past Harlan to the shortstop. Rifles over, no, in and out of the glove. Rifled it over to first base, threw too hard, and it popped out of the glove of the first baseman. So the leadoff hitter is aboard, and the tying run for Bisbee comes to the plate in the form of number 9, Rogelio Adame. Ball slips past the catcher, and Flores gets on second. With no outs, a runner in scoring position for Bisbee. And the tying run at the plate. One ball, one strike pitch. Goes low, 2-1. Good job by the catcher to not let that ball get behind him. Gets a piece of it, goes over to third. Bobbled at third. I don't know if there's going to be a throw. There is not. And just like what happened in the top of the third, the first 2 base runners got aboard. Now Bisbee's answering in the bottom of the third, putting 2 on. The tying run stands on first. And Jamien Bojorquez comes to the plate. The ball gets past the catcher, and they do not send the runner home. A great job by the shortstop. Fabian Valenzuela saved a run for his team, but the runner on first did not advance. So runners on the corners. The 1-0 becomes 2-0. For Jamien Bojorquez. And now 3-0. A lot of chants. You can hear them in the Bisbee dugouts. And that is a called strike. Beautiful fastball right across the heart of the plate. Tying run for Bisbee stands on first. The go-ahead run at the plate. Swing and a miss will run the count full. The payoff pitch. 3-2. The windup. Goes inside. Ball 4. They'll hold the runner at third because the ball got past the catcher. So the bases are loaded. No outs. Time is called by Douglas. They need to have a talk. Because Jesus Ruiz is ready to come to the plate and unload with the bases juiced. The head coach ends up coming over to the home plate umpire, and it looks like the day might be done for Harlan. Harlan head into the Bisbee dugout, the Douglas dugout.
He's putting on gear. He's catching.
So Harlan will get behind the plate, and they'll wait for him to get behind home plate to warm up the new pitcher. The question is, who will be pitching for Douglas with no outs and the bases loaded? Now, Gunnar, in a situation like this where the winner of this game will have to play tomorrow night, how important is pitch count for these pitchers?
It's pretty important. You know, you want your pitchers to be fresh and you want them to be able to, pitch in the championship game. And these coaches, they didn't come here expecting to lose a few games. They came here expecting to win it all, So they're gonna prepare to go to the championship, and they're gonna prepare to win. So they're doing what's best for them to win, and not to win this game, even though they want to win this game, but the next game as well.
Actually, the winner of this game will have to win 2 games from what I've heard, because Mount Graham has not lost in this All-Star tournament yet. So that means, because it's double elimination, it will take 2 wins against Mount Graham. So Mount Graham going in with a huge advantage into the finals, into the championship game, to face one of these teams that you're seeing tonight. It is Fabian Valenzuela, the shortstop, moving to the mound. His fastball looks as hot as Harlan's. But with the bases loaded, you hope the defense around him is able to make the plays that they need. So Harlan, I assume, will end up shifting over to short. And that is where he finds himself in a game powered by SSVEC, brought to you by our fantastic sponsors. You're seeing them on the screen. Thanks to the code breaker, Cody Ethel, back in the studio, showing you all the replays, getting you all of the sponsors, logos across the screen. And John Berger, our camera extraordinaire operator. So let's reset. Bases loaded, no outs. Jesus Ruiz at the plate for Bisbee. Watches ball 1, go low. Off the arm of the relief pitcher, coming in a very difficult situation, Fabian Valenzuela. And that pitch goes low as well, 2-0. That's a called strike at the waist. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's always good to get that first strike out of the way. Now you can take a breath, regroup. And that's popped up out of play, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
No, bring it back, get a snack this time, sadly.
The 2-2. Fouled away, hanging in there. That's a battle by Jesus Ruiz. Flores on third, Adame on second, Bojorquez on first. That goes way high, runs the count full. The 3-2. Walks in a run. So they ran the count full, and now the score cut in half. The tying run stands on third, the go-ahead on second, extra insurance on first, and at the plate with no outs. Enrique Rodriguez at the plate for Bisbee. That pitch called a strike. You can cut the tension with a knife here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Fabian ahead in the count to Enrique. And a called strike 3. 1 down. A huge out for Douglas comes in the form of a strikeout for out number 1. And now the bottom of the order, Juan Pablo Morioki at the plate. Pops him up, that will go out of play. I think the entire Douglas side of the field said, oh my gosh, could we get an out on 1 pitch and get 2 outs right now? But it's 0-1 to Juan Pablo. That is lined into right center field. The center fielder makes the catch. They'll tag at third. The game will be tied. On the sacrifice fly, a great play by the center fielder to get there, because it would have been even worse had the ball dropped in. But shading to his left over to right field, made the catch, got the throw in. Runners are at the corners. The go-ahead run stands on third in the form of Bojorquez. And we're back to the top of the order after Juan Pablo gets that sacrifice fly, RBI, and brings Daniel Mendez to the plate for Bisbee. Pitcher steps off the mound to take time. The game is tied. Breaking pitch in for a strike, locked Daniel up for a second. And that is a hard hit to left field. Bisbee takes the lead. On 2 out. RBI single by the top of the order. Daniel Mendez puts his team ahead. It's 3-2 in the bottom of the third. Runners on first and second for Waylon Mortensen, the center fielder for Bisbee. Watches ball 1, go high. Breeze picks up a little bit. Ball goes over the head of Waylon. Two and 0. That strike paints the outside part of the plate. 2-1. 2 down. Runners on first and second. And the chatter continues from the Bisbee dugout. That goes low. Deuce is wild. Oh, not just yet. 3-1. Excuse me. Hitter's pitch coming to Waylon. That goes outside to load the bases. A 2-out walk will bring up the pitcher for Bisbee, Javier Lopez. A chance to help his own cause on the mound, should he return in the top of the fourth. That goes low, ball 1. Good job by the catcher to keep that ball in front of him. And of course, the catcher is Harlan Valenzuela, who started the game on the mound. The ball slips past him, but not far enough for Ruiz to make an attempt to get home. But it is a 2-0 count to Javier. You could hear the pop on the glove all the way down in Douglas. That was a pop. I don't think we've heard a pop like that all night, and we've had some hard throwers on the mound. Swing and a miss. Evens the count. Now, deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bases loaded. Right after the 22nd pitch by Fabian Valenzuela. So it really was 2-2-2-2-2. Wow, that gets fouled off the light pole. I don't know if they can bring it back or get a snack on that one. That went back inbounds.
What about the first baseman? I mean,
yeah, he got it.
He
Give
brought it back.
the first baseman a snack. And a called strike 3. Bisbee will leave the bases loaded, leaving 3 on, but not before they put 3 across the plate in the bottom of the 3rd to take a 1-run lead going into the top of the 4th. We've got ourselves a ball game here. Make sure you share this game around. Let everybody see. From Bisbee and Douglas, who is not here tonight, let them know the only place where they'll have 2 camera angles and Gunnar Voss on the call, along with me, being able to do that tonight. My gosh, it's only right here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports, powered by SSVEC and brought to you by Stan Greer Millworks. I have Stan Greer doors and windows in my home. It helps keep that energy efficiency during the winter, keeps the house warm. During the summer, it keeps the house cool. For your custom doors and windows, you need to make sure you use Stan Greer Millworks on South Highway 92 in Hereford. Thank you to the MORSE Automotive Group. Don't forget, set your alarm tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. John Berger and I will be live at the MORSE Ford Kia store on the corner of Fry Boulevard and the 90 bypass, because we will be giving away a $50 Visa gift card to someone who leaves a comment on the live video. $50 Visa gift card on the line tomorrow morning, 9:30. All of Cochise County backed by MORSE. Thank you to American Southwest Credit Union, ASCU. Believes that youth sports builds character and the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud. At ASCU, your money stays local, with locations right here in Sierra Vista and in Douglas. Thank you to TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Thank you to Jason and Heather Davis at Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, LLC of Sierra Vista, pioneering a visionary approach of customer-centric service. Find them online at prestigesierravista.com. Thank you to Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, local, reliable, professional. Thank you, Seniors Helping Seniors at Southern Arizona, SHS.com. And we are just about ready. Check the post description for all of our sponsors. Thank you to the Doggo Lotto, the world's #1 shelter dog game show, aired about 2 hours and 45 minutes ago here on Cool FM Live. 1 week after having a jackpot winner that won $400 in cash and prizes, the jackpot reset to $150. But you can fetch your lucky numbers at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. It's in the post description. See more there. Damian Bustamante, number 13, the center fielder, at the plate for Douglas. Foul to the backstop. Javier Lopez still in. That was his 51st pitch. Gunnar, what is the pitch count limit that the pitchers in the majors have? Do you know?
85, but you can finish the last batter that you have if you're under 85 when you start the at-bat.
That is a line drive, one bounce to the fence, and a stand-up double leading off the top of the 4th. The tying run is aboard in the form. Damian Bustamante standing on second, and that will bring up Elvin Santiago. And now the coaching staff will have a chat, and it is time to change pitchers.
It's time to give him a farewell. I heard on Stone 2 that Sierra Vista, the same team we watched get mercy ruled on Saturday, is winning against San Pedro 4-0 to stay in the tournament. And that is a very important game for them just to
Their backs are
keep
against the
battling.
wall.
Exactly. And honestly, as a coach, that's not what you want. And it's just the better team wins, and they just didn't have it that day. And Douglas did, and they're showing it off right now again. This is a very competitive game,
and the chance that Sierra Vista could meet Douglas again. The minors teams could face each other in a championship effort as well.
We're all liquidated, thank you.
All right, I got mine. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
They're making sure we got water here.
Shout out to my
I
dad.
don't know if that's a good call, because the longer this game goes, the smaller my bladder gets. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It is number 8, Roman Adame, on the mound for Bisbee, coming in relief of Javier Lopez. 51 pitches by Lopez. He will be eligible to pitch in the championship game tomorrow against Mount Graham. But Mount Graham has to lose twice in order for someone else to be the champion.
Yeah, and I believe last year, actually I don't believe, I'm sure they won. They won for the minors division.
So the Mount Graham minors are now in the championship for the majors. They're just taking that next level up, stepping up.
They're just moving up as a team. And that is a really good thing. If you look at all these really good sports teams in Cochise County, most of them have been playing with each other since they were like 6 to 8 years old, and they know each other. They've been to each other's houses. They've had pool parties. They've had sleepovers. Like they have spent quality time, and that's a big thing when it comes to, just any team. You can have a group of all-stars, but if they don't know each other and they have no chemistry, it's just a group of random kids.
Well, these kids definitely have the camaraderie and the chemistry on both these Douglas and Bisbee teams. The tying run, here's where we reset. The tying run is on second base in the form of Damian Bustamante, who just hit a double to the wall. And Elvin Santiago, the cleanup hitter for this team, comes to the plate here in the top of the 4th. Tying run in scoring position. First pitch by Adame is called a strike.
Getting chance from both dugouts.
That will go low and get away from the catcher. Bustamante advances to third.
Getting a little bit closer to home. As you see a train of little leaguers just coming back in from the bathroom.
Line to short, just getting underneath the glove. The tying run scores. It's 3-3. I got to count that as a base hit. That is not an error. Just the fact that he got a glove on that was absolutely incredible.
The exit velo off that had to be in at least the 60s, maybe even the 70s. That was a very hard hit ball and just a good barrel.
Mendez, a fantastic job to just knock it down, but the run scores. Runner on first, no outs. Back-to-back singles, this could be more. It goes all the way to the wall. Will they send the runner? No, they hold him at third. It is a big-time double, and now 2 more in scoring position for Douglas with no outs. And who comes to the plate? Harlan Valenzuela, the starting pitcher for this Douglas team. Gets a chopper to third, stays fair, they throw home, it's not in time. Douglas takes the lead. The ball was chopped just high enough to have just enough time in the air to not be able to make the throw home in time, Gunner.
Yeah, that's just I mean, I'm speechless. It's just a good play all around again. Like, I mean, the third baseman had the right idea. He just didn't get it there in time. The third base runner knew what he was doing.
And he was going from
immediately.
the jump.
Exactly.
So runners on the corners, no outs. Douglas with a 1-run lead, a bunt. They throw the ball home, and they call him safe. How did he get in safe? I don't even know how that happened. He didn't even slide. The catcher holding his hands up in the air, saying, how did that happen? The Bisbee coach coming out to have a word with the home plate umpire. The throw looked like it was in time. Did the base runner jump over the tag?
It looked like he slipped his foot under the glove before the tag was applied, and then he kind of just tripped over the glove afterwards. So that's a very close call that could go both ways, but Danger Dave on the plate called him safe.
He has the best view, and I don't know if they got a view of the home plate as that was coming in. Knowing John, he probably did, and you could see it for yourself. But Douglas now has a 2-run lead with runners on first and second, and Damian Pena at the plate. No outs. Ground ball to short, trying to get it over to third. Is it in time? They are not making the call. He slid in safe to third.
And now the bases are loaded.
On a fielding miscue by this Douglas All-Star defense. A Bisbee All-Star defense, excuse me.
Yeah, that is just like three like miscommunication, errors, you know, just hesitant plays that really just cause the inning to keep going. And it looks like the floodgates might be opening here.
So we're watching the replay here that John is showing us. There's the bunt, and the play comes home. Boy, I couldn't tell. You know, that was a tough. It's a tough angle that we had, but again, it was called safe at home. And we are looking at 5-3 now.
Do we have the second angle behind home plate?
Not in time, not to make the switch. Yeah.
It is what it is.
I can pull it up later.
Yeah.
But either way,
Just a close play.
Luis Amaya will come to the plate with no outs. Bases loaded. And now the infield is playing in because they want that infield ground ball to go home. They can't afford to give up another run. And it looks like they will, and then some. 1 run scores, and another run comes in. It is a 2 RBI single by Luis Amaya. And it is 7-3 Douglas.
That was just another great hit ball. And mound meeting. It looks like they're switching pitchers. Third pitcher of the game.
They definitely are making a pitching change here.
The pitch count was only 8 for the second pitcher for Bisbee, and I think the coach is just noticing that they're starting to read his pitches and just barrel up his fastball. And you know, when stuff like that happens, you have to make a change.
So it will be number 23 for Bisbee on the mound. Enrique Gonzalez will take over on the mound. His team down by 4 in the top of the 4th. Douglas bats coming alive. Still no outs. Runners will be on the corners when we reconvene. In the meantime, let's thank our sponsors, of course, powered by SSVEC and brought to you by Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for over 10 years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporters of our local sports programs and athletes here on Cool FM Live. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, your first call needs to be to Sherry Ethel and the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Proud to support these amazing student athletes all year long and help you to purchase or sell your home or land. Thank you to the Bousinger family. If you want to flush like an eagle, you need Eagle Plumbing. Right around the corner from America 250 coming up this Saturday. We're focused on the red, white, and blue. We're focused on the fantastic eagle, our nation's bird, and Eagle Plumbing represents all of those American values as they have served Cochise County for over 5 decades. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital with locations in Bisbee, in Douglas, and the cities that these two teams are represented, as well as on South Highway 92 in the Hereford-Palominas area. Don't forget the Palominas 4th of July Parade coming up this Saturday morning, 10 a.m. on Cool FM Live. We appreciate the Palominas community, and being out there for that parade is something really fun. Going to see a lot of cars, floats, horses, and goats. That is the Palominas Parade summed up. I've called it for, I don't know, about 5 years now. And I won't be calling it this weekend. I'll miss being there, but I'll be emceeing all the activities at Veterans Memorial Park for the Rotary as the morning moves along, all the way up until the flyover that'll happen at about 12:15 is what the flyover is going to be. So pack the park at Veterans Memorial Park if you're listening to us from Sierra Vista or watching us in the Sierra Vista area and want to see the big flyover. That'll happen at 12:15. The 50 cannon salute will be right around 11 o'clock. So if you hear some noises coming around, make sure it's the 50 cannon salute and not something else. But no, I'm just kidding. It'll be great, and looking forward to a lot of fun that'll be happening this Saturday for the 4th of July. Thank you to all of our sports sponsors. You can see them all in the post description. No outs. Runners on the corners. Enrique Gonzalez on the mound. And Leonel Cuevas will be coming up to hit for Douglas. The bats have come alive. And Cuevas steps up. Good information. Nearly 100 of you watching on YouTube and nearly 70 of you watching on Facebook. Thank you so much for taking the time to see us. Remember, this game is emanating from our YouTube channel. So if you're not following Cool FM Live on YouTube, this is where the games go. Meta will delete these games eventually, but we get to put them on YouTube and they will live forever there. So following us, subscribing to the YouTube channel, it's free to subscribe. That's always a good place to go to see all the videos on Cool FM Live. There was a stolen base. Now 2 runners in scoring position with no outs. A 1-1 pitch. It's fouled off the face mask, the face guard of the Bisbee catcher. And the home plate umpire will do what he does, and that is making sure that the safety of the players is paramount to anything else that happens on this field. So they'll give the catcher a second to catch his breath. Little dangerous Dave behind the plate. He'll take a second to put the mask back on. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Cuevas. And that goes, oh, that's a called strike 3. I was thinking that was a little low. But Diamond Dave calling the K. And that is the first out here in the top of the 4th. Carlos Estrada at the plate. Watches ball 1, fastball high. Runners on 2nd and 3rd for Douglas, 1 down. A huge out for Bisbee to get. Swing and a miss. Evens the count. 1-1. And the runner goes home and slides in safe. He stole home. It's 8-3 Douglas. And Luis advances to 3rd.
Just a perfect delayed steal by the runner on 3rd base to, open up this game a little bit more. 5-run lead for Douglas. they went into this inning down 1. It was 2-3 in the top of the 4th.
Yes, that's where we're at.
And now it is 8-3. They have scored 6 runs in the inning, and there's only 1 out and a runner on scoring position.
The 1-1 count with 1 down and 1 on. Popped up out of play, heads up. Okay, nobody's gonna get hit by that. Look both ways, look both ways. As they cross Tacoma Street, where we are at Stone 1.
Good thing they added speed bumps and there's no cars out here tonight. Yeah.
Yep, keeping an eye on everybody. That pitch goes low, so it's 2-2. To number 34, Estrada. It really helps having a scoreboard. I mean, it's so much easier to call a game. And that goes in the dirt, running the count full. And now Bisbee always looking back over at third, knowing that delayed steal is something that could happen. As Luis Amaya stands on third base. Grounder to short, gets under the glove, into left field. It's 9-3. Douglas, and a double by Estrada. And still 1 out.
It's just been a few errors and a few hesitations and miscommunications, and this game is blown right open. That's really all it takes in baseball.
And a bunt goes foul off the bat of Rene Rios, number 7. He is the bottom of the order. So unless there's a really weird double play that happens, we will see the top of the order coming through for this Douglas team. Estrada tying his shoe on second. An 0-1 counts to Rios. That ground ball goes to short. Bobbled it short, not able to make a play. A really hard shot. Not fielded cleanly by Daniel Mendez. Runners on the corners. 1 out, and the top of the order at the plate. Fabian Valenzuela looking to go 3 for 3 tonight. Takes a swing, fouls it over the backstop. 0-1. And that is fouled to the first base side. 0-2. Valenzuela swinging that bat. But 0-2. 1 out, 2 on. That goes low. The catcher bobbled it there. Runner from first advances to second. They hold the runner at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and a 1-2 count to Valenzuela. Gonzalez on the mound for Bisbee. Line drive into right field. 2 more will score as Valenzuela goes to second and he races to third. Will he get home? They're going to send him home. Slides in safe. 12-3. Douglas. Everything going right in the top of the 4th for the team in black and yellow.
Just what a crazy sequence of events there. It's just kept like a crazy train of errors, yeah.
It is that snowflake at the top of the hill that has turned into an avalanche over the Bisbee team.
Coach trying to just bring some morale into his team. You know, like there's not a lot you can do when you're just making errors over and over and over other than, you know, try to boost them up and get them back on playing. And this game's not over.
It is not. That is the best news for Bisbee is that this game still has an inning to go. Now, of course, if, this is a big if, Douglas gets this runner on, and there's only one out in this inning here in the top of the fourth. So if Douglas ends up scoring another run, that will be a 10-run lead. When does the 10-run rule take effect? Does it take effect in the fourth or the fifth inning?
So I think it takes effect in the fourth inning, but I think it's 10-0. So if they score any runs throughout the game goes on to the sixth inning. So that might be the case. I'm not 100% sure. I might have to check. But
well, this is the All-Star, so the playoffs are different than the regular season.
Yeah, for sure.
Zarek Garcia is at the plate, watches ball one.
Calling time from the table.
So, behind the backstop, the scorer's table calls time to regroup. The scorer's table wants to make sure that everything is lined up, that they have everything correct. Breeze picks up, blowing across the field from first base across out to left field. But this has been an incredible top of the fourth inning for the ages. Watching 10 runs come across the plate. As Gunnar said just a moment ago, it was 3-2 as we started the top of the fourth. And here we are at 10 past the hour, nearly 10 past the hour of 9 o'clock. And they've put up 10 runs, batted around.
They're at the top of the order, yeah?
Exactly.
Or they're past it now. Yeah, it's just a blow-up inning for Bisbee here. It really brings down the morale, and you just have to see how they bounce back. Some teams crumble, and some teams, you know, they just build up under pressure and they become diamonds.
And the pressure's on for Bisbee. Their backs are against the wall, and there's only one out.
They ran out of game balls, and they were using the wrong balls. That is what happened. That makes sense.
So not enough people brought it back to get a snack? Is that what we're saying?
I think they were just using the wrong balls. So people could have been bringing back get a snack.
They were bringing back tennis balls or pickle balls.
Who knows?
They're like bringing back any sort of ball. It's like a ping pong ball. They're like, yeah, I got a ping pong ball. Can I get a snack?
Any circular object.
An orange. They're bringing back an apple. So now that the balls are refreshed, it is a 1-0 count. To Zarek Garcia. That is a line drive shot into center field. A 1-out single puts another runner aboard for Douglas. And again, they're at the top of the order. This is their number 3 hitter, Damian Bustamante. Douglas has opened the can tonight.
They do. Sierra Vista's up over there too.
Oh, are they? Good. So Sierra Vista is still leading on Stonefield 2.
Seems the game's over. I believe Sierra Vista won, actually.
Yep, that game is wrapped. So Sierra Vista Miners coming away with the win. The ball gets away from the catcher. The runner will try to get to third. He does. Will they send him home? They will. It is a 10-run lead for Douglas. 13-3.
The scoreboard's struggling to keep up with this.
So many runs coming across the plate.
yeah.
I don't blame them. The top of the fourth has been an insane number. Now the scoreboard does reflect that correctly. 13-3.
Like you were saying earlier, will the floodgates open? And honestly, they did. There's nothing more to say.
Well, then we could just go home. And a hit by pitch. Did he get hit by pitch? They're saying he leaned into it? Is that what they're saying? Or did he get hit, or did he not get hit? He didn't get hit. Okay.
Maybe they're asking. I'm not sure.
I wasn't sure about that. I thought it looked like he got hit, but 2 balls, 1 strike to Bustamante. That'll go high, 3-1. The 22nd pitch by Enrique Gonzalez.
Bisbee running through pitchers.
And that goes inside. That's ball 4, so he'll take a base.
Now the next question is, if they win this game and they do move on to keep playing, will they have any fresh arms for their next game?
At this point, Gunnar, I'm sorry to say, it seems like it's just going to be a formality to finish this game. I can't see Douglas giving up 10 runs.
Yeah.
Foul tipped off the catcher's mask again for the second time in this inning. So the catcher will kind of brush the dust out of his eyes. He might need to get some water on his eyes.
There have been a few times where I'll come home from the baseball fields and my eyes just burn, and you have to get eye drops or just close your eyes for a long time, you know. Yeah, that stuff is no joke. It kind of feels like little glass shards are in your eyes and you're just blinking as it's bleeding. It's a really weird feeling.
So they called time, and they're going to bring the catcher out of the game. So Bisbee might need to warm up a new catcher.
He might be injured. He seems to be limping. I'm not sure.
Well, that was a big hit to the face.
Yeah, for sure.
And the second one of the inning.
Yeah, that can really affect someone. Even with that big fat mask on, it still hurts
the velocity
inside. Yeah.
can still cause issues, can cause concussions. And sometimes you got to enter that concussion protocol whether you want to or not.
Yeah, for sure.
But it definitely looked like there was some sort of debris in his eye. And it looks like Bisbee will send Cordova out to catch.
To get to this game, Bisbee had a 14-0 comeback, and they actually mercied that team. So there's a possibility they can come back. They've done it before this tournament. It's definitely a hard feat for Bisbee, but if they've done it once, there's a possibility to do it again. But
it's not over till the final out anyway.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to be honest from a broadcaster perspective.
Oh,
I want to see Bisbee put up some more runs. I hope that they do. But I just look at this Douglas team, and they just seem very complete, a very complete team.
Yeah.
And to me, if Mount Graham is as good as what we know they are, could Douglas be the only team that could give them a run for their money? Is Mount Graham that good that they don't even need to worry about Douglas?
That is the question. Well, because Douglas has to go on and win 2 games in a row to move on. And all Mount Graham has to do is win 1. And I've been in that position. Actually, we beat Nogales in the first game we played them, and then we played them again in the championship, and we lost twice in a row. So it can happen. It's just momentum over the days as it builds up. Momentum is a big part in baseball, and in every game, I feel like if you have momentum, there's a higher chance you're going to win.
And all momentum in this game is favoring Douglas.
Yeah, it's still the top of the fourth. This has been a really long inning. They've scored 11 runs. They're up by 10. There's only one out.
And one on.
And one on.
So where we reset as they continue to have some warm-up throws. And the outfield chattering, letting them know where the cutoff man is and where to go. They've got the cleanup hitter position, Elvin Santiago. Right where they want him, and that goes into left field all the way to the wall. And they'll send the runner home. Damian Bustamante gets home. Elvin gets into third. It's 14-3. And only one out. Saul Higuera up next at the plate.
He had a hard double to the fence last time he came up, or 2 at-bats ago now, because they've been batting around.
Exactly. This is his second at-bat in this inning. And that goes underneath the glove of the shortstop, and that will go all the way to the wall. It's 15-3. Higuera stands up on second base.
Bisbee's just seeming to fall apart. Like, it's getting rough for them, to say the least.
And the one-out double will bring up Harlan Valenzuela for his second at-bat in this inning, with only one out and a runner on second. Home plate umpire will brush off the dish. And we'll see what Harlan does. In the batter's box, his team leads by a dozen.
Come on, be ready, okay? Come on, Waylon, I need you to come and get the ball. On your horse, boys.
A lot of communication from the Bisbee dugout, reminding them what to do. That's a ground ball that goes past the first baseman. They'll send Higuera home. An RBI single by Harlan Valenzuela makes it 16-3 Douglas.
It seems they're just finding every ball and hitting a hard grounder. That's all you really need to do in baseball, and they're just not making the hard and tough plays that they need to be making.
The baseball has turned into a beach ball. That is how the Douglas batters are seeing it. Now they're going to switch out the first baseman.
Number 6 in for number 49.
Yeah, Javier Lopez, the starting pitcher, now comes into first base. Caleb Garcia watches strike one called as Harlan takes off to second, slides in safe. And just like we saw the Douglas Miners team, the Majors team, they are not afraid to run the bases. They're not afraid, even with a lead, even with a massive lead, they're not afraid to take their foot off the gas. And this is the team that, this Majors team, the first run that was going to come in on a call by the third base coach ended up getting gunned down at home plate. So they've been aggressive this entire game, and it's paid off here in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, they've been aggressive. They've been aggressive on the bases and selective at the plate, which is what you want to see.
2-1 count to Caleb. Swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that will go outside to run the count full with 1 out and 1 on. Fouls it back, hangs in there. You kind of wonder how long this inning has been. I don't know when the top of the fourth started. It could have started at least half an hour ago.
It started at 8:50. I'm not gonna lie. It is now 9:20.
Yeah, it's been at least a half hour long.
The question is, I know there's a time limit for these games. When will the inning end, or when will the game end?
Well, there's still one out, and the base runner took a walk to first, but Harlan ended up stealing third as the base runners walk into first. So Douglas has runners on the corners with one down. And Damian Pena taking his second at-bat here in the top of the fourth. That pitch goes high. Base runner will steal second uncontested. Two more in scoring position. It's 16-3 when the top of the fourth started. Probably about 40 minutes ago. And that ball gets over the head of the shortstop. It will score one. They throw the ball into the pitcher. Runners on the corners. An RBI single by Pena. Makes it 17-3 with one out.
14 run lead.
As number 14, Luis Amaya comes to the plate for Douglas. Called strike. Base runner will steal second uncontested, now two in scoring position. Still one out. Called strike on the inside part of the plate. Foul tip, swing and a miss. And that is a strikeout, strike three. So, two down, two on. Leonel Cuevas steps up for his second at-bat here in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch by Enrique Gonzalez, coming into a very difficult situation here. That pitch goes outside, 1-1. Douglas staying aggressive on the base paths. That's called strike. Enrique ahead in the count, 1-2 with two down and two on. Swing and a miss. Douglas will leave two on, but mercifully ending the top of the fourth as they get 15 runs across the plate. And they have a 17-3 lead going into the bottom of the fourth. And I believe this will be a mercy rule situation.
I think
most
so.
likely at this point, should there be
verify.
a chance. Yeah, if you want to go verify that, that'd be great. But I think it's 10 runs in the fourth. I could be wrong. Maybe it's 15 in the fourth and 10 in the fifth. If it is, they are going to try to pump up this Bisbee team right in front of us. Bisbee is not done yet. They're being reminded of that by their coaching staff. What will they have? What will they be able to find in the tank to be able to put some pressure on Douglas in a game powered by SSVEC and brought to you by Grasshopper Landscaping, where you'll always find quality from the ground up. Thank you to La Sierra Grill Steakhouse out in Hereford. Open for lunch specials Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 3. Check out their menu at LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net. It's where flavor lives. Not on the menu, but in your mouth, because they have amazing food there. Thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team internet TV phone provider. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference. Become a fiber fan today. Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car, truck, or SUV on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard. You can get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less, and no vehicle will be turned away. There's so many new and used vehicles on the lot. You got to be able to go check them out. The new ones look great. I drive by the Feel Good block there at Sierra Toyota every day, and I always peek over there and see what kind of cool trucks and SUVs and cars they have. They got a lot right now. And you know Sierra Toyota is locally owned and community driven. Thank you to Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista, serving the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches for over 45 years. And thank you to Sonic on East Fry Boulevard with the sweetest treats for you to pick up after the game on East Fry Boulevard. Check out Sonic. What is the word, Gunner?
So the word is they have to score 5 this inning to stay in it. They have to take the lead, they have to cut the run deficit down.
To single digits.
Yes, to single digits, or else the game is over. So this very well could be the game. They have to score 5 runs. That's the end of it.
Fabian Valenzuela's first pitch, just a bit outside. I mean, they haven't been in the field for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It has been a long top of the 4th, and they were sitting in that dugout the entire time. Could Bisbee take advantage of that?
Possibly.
Jace Alvarez at the plate for Bisbee.
Or will the momentum carry, and will it just take over? You'll never know. Or you will. Within the hour. Maybe.
The 1-1. Breaking pitch. Jace was over the top of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bisbee still chanting. They're not giving up in that dugout. That goes high. Evens a count, 2-2. Yeah, we're going to find out if there's a ground ball. We'll see how the infield, if they've just been sitting on their laurels, resting on their laurels in that dugout for too long.
That could be the case. Oof.
He tries to get out of the way. Glad Jace moved. That fastball was coming in hot. Runs the count full, 3-2 on the 30th pitch by Fabian. Gets a piece of it, grounder to third, scooped up, tossed to first, goes wide to first, and goes off the batter, ricochets, and slides into second safe. That could have been a much closer play at first as the ball was thrown and ricocheted off of Jace's leg, went just to the right fielder at the right time. Nobody was covering second to make a play, and Bisbee has the leadoff hitter on second as their pitcher, Enrique Gonzalez, will step into the batter's box. Swing and a miss. Big swing over the top of that breaking pitch. 0-1. On a full count. Making that play. Good job by Bisbee realizing they're not out of it. It is not over until it's over. It was a former baseball player who came up with that phrase and coined that phrase, Gunner.
Wow.
Do you know who that is?
Babe Ruth.
It was a teammate.
Dang it.
Well, it was a Yankee. I'll put it that way. It was a Yankee who played in the later than Babe Ruth. Did not play with Babe Ruth, but played in the Mickey Mantle era. He was a catcher. His name was Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra said the infamous phrase, "If you see a fork in the road, take it."
Would have never known that, I'm not gonna lie.
He also said, "It ain't over till it's over." The 2-1 goes outside, and they'll send the runner to third. Tell him to slide. The ball almost gets away, but good job by the backup shortstop backing up the third baseman. I'm sorry, was that? Yeah, that was a shortstop backing up third baseman. So a 3-1 pitch, again, resting that long in the dugout, that'll do something to your arm. I didn't see them if they were warming up outside the dugout. And that is ball 4. Runners will be on the corners with no outs for Bisbee here in the bottom of the 4th. Roman Adame comes to the plate. So, life left in this Bisbee team. No outs. 2 on. Called strike. Thank you to all of our sports sponsors. You can see them in the post description, or, of course, you see their logos flashing across the screen thanks to the code man. That pitch goes high, bounces right back to the catcher. The runner from first will advance to second. For some reason, almost got him at third. If he would have been a foot leaning the other way, Alvarez would have been thrown out. But now there's runners on second and third for Adame. A 1-1 count. Hunter mentioned this Bisbee team has put up 14 unanswered runs in a game earlier in this playoff. That breaking pitch called a strike. Locked up Roman. It's a 2-2 count with 2 on. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
First out of the inning. This could end it.
Douglas 2 outs away from advancing to face Mount Graham. Giovanni at the plate for Bisbee. And Graciano watches that first pitch go inside, ball 1. The wind-up and the pitch. Oh, did he check his swing? Did he go? They're going to say he did. Evens a count, 1-1. It's tough to hold off that high heat, Gunner.
Yeah.
Snake eyes, 1-1. 1 out, 2 on. Swing and a miss. Swinging at the high, swinging at the low, makes it a 1-2 count to Giovanni. The battle cries coming from the Bisbee dugout. And that was just outside. Boy, the Douglas fans on the far side thought that was going to be a called strike 3. Instead, evens the count at 2-2.
Definitely a close call right there. Just barely out.
And that goes low. They send the runner home. Safe. It's 17-4. Gonzalez advances to third.
Full count.
And the count is full. Exactly, Gunner. That might be more important than the run scoring, is that it's a full count. So, Fabian takes a deep breath on the mound. The wind picks up again. Swing and a miss, a huge out number 2. And Bisbee is down to their final out. Douglas 1 out away from moving on to the championship round. Aaron Flores. comes to the batter's box. Foul to the backstop, 0-1. Flores got to tie his shoe, make sure it's all laced up. Look, if you didn't hear that, the public address announcer said, look at your Crocs and make sure they're in sports mode. Always entertaining here in Sierra Vista. The 0-1 to Flores. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Bisbee down to their final strike. The pitch goes outside. Good stop by the catcher to prevent Gonzalez from taking off toward home. Good reminder by the coach, letting him know if strike three's in the dirt, you can head to first. Swing and a miss! Douglas is the team of destiny. Will they have enough in the tank tomorrow night to defeat the juggernaut that is Mount Graham? But they put up 17 runs tonight, 15 in the top of the fourth. And this game has come to an end. Bisbee wraps up an amazing all-star run with a loss tonight. Hats off to them. But of course, flowers to the Douglas team as they move on. Thank you to all of our sports sponsors. Sonic on East Fry Boulevard, Vinny's on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista, Sierra Toyota on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard. Locally owned, community driven. Thank you to Aloe Fiber, La Sierra Grill Steakhouse in Hereford, Grasshopper Landscaping serving Cochise County, Copper Queen Community Hospital, Eagle Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Duran Plumbing, the Doggo Lotto, Seniors Helping Seniors, Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, local, reliable, professional, Vista Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, LLC of Sierra Vista, TWN Communications, American Southwest Credit Union, the MORSE Automotive Group, Stan Greer Millworks, BEREAN Academy in Sierra Vista, Desert RV in Huachuca City, and powered by SSVEC, we saw a barn burner of a top of the fourth. 15 runs made the difference in this game in the fourth inning, and the final score 17-4. Douglas, are they the team of destiny to move on and defeat Mount Graham twice, which is what they'll have to do to bring that Majors trophy to Cochise County? But Mount Graham only has to win one to take that back to the Gila Valley. We'll see what happens when they meet tomorrow night. Thank you for watching the award-winning Cool FM Sports. On behalf of the code breaker, Cody Ethel, back in the studio, giving you the graphics and the replays. John Berger giving you the most amazing angles and shots in this game. Gunnar Voss co-starring and being the main star of this game. I'm Jeff Davenport, the voice of Sierra Vista, the voice of Arizona, wishing you a wonderful rest of your evening. And congratulations again to Douglas as they move on to the championship. We will check in with you again later on.